Sen, very much for joining us here in this discussion with your perspective. Moving ahead now, viewers, we are going to cover news from the United States, where immigration authorities are facing sharp criticism after a 5-year-old boy was detained during an ICE operation in the state of Minnesota. The child, Liam Ramos, was with his father when federal agents approached them earlier this week. ICE says the operation was aimed at the father, an undocumented immigrant, and insists the child was not targeted. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the father fled when agents arrived, leaving the child behind. Officials say agents followed protocol and did not arrest the boy. However, the family's lawyer disputes that account, saying both father and son were seeking asylum and were complying with immigration requirements. The lawyer confirmed they are now being held at a detention facility in Texas. School officials allege agents asked the child to knock on his own front door and refused requests to let another adult take him inside. Former Vice President Kamala Harris called the incident outrageous, saying a 5-year-old should not be held in detention. The current vice president pushed back, saying the child was not arrested, and questioned what agents were expected to do after the father ran. All right, joining me now is Colonel Sanjeet Sirohi, who is International Relations and Defense Expert from New Delhi. Thanks very much, Colonel, for joining me here. It's bizarre if the claims of detaining a 5-year-old are true, although Trump is refuting those charges of arrest. But the larger question remains of the way ICE has been functioning in not just Minnesota, but across the United States, and the deaths that have been reported due to ICE operations.
Well, thank you, Kriti, for having me on this channel and discussing something very important and latest. Now, if you see, the ICE has been, the intention of ICE is not wrong. There is nothing wrong in it, because if you see, there are about 13 to 14 million immigrants, illegal immigrants in the United States, and the maximum earlier was from Mexico, but now the number is going in favor of other countries also. And this gentleman who ran away leaving his child, he is from Ecuador. So the point is that what ICE is doing is their intention is absolutely correct, but only thing is their method of detaining and keeping the people is absolutely wrong. Not detaining a 5-year-old child, and he is not the only one. There is the fourth incident which has taken place in the Minneapolis suburbs also. And if you see the condition at delayed lockup in Texas, there are about 400 children and all of them are sick. That is what people are talking about. So I think the intention is right. No illegal immigrant should be allowed to stay, not in USA, in any other country, they should not be allowed. But the way this should be handled should be in more humanitarian grounds.
Right. Colonel, do stay on with us as we now move. Viewers, now according to